Hey everybody, Spencer Jones here with Jones and to Get Fit with our live cooking show for you today. You are in store for an incredible show. I'm loving this one. Between Thanksgiving and Christmas here, in this holiday time of year, we are making things that you would make that you could bring or have at your holiday gathering, right? So whether you are hosting dinner for all your family and friends, or you're going someplace, or it's a potluck, these are dishes you can bring. So last week, oh my gosh, I don't remember what we did. We did cranberry sauce last week, right? We've done pecan pie and a whole assortment of different things. So if this is something that interests you, be sure to check out our YouTube page at Jones and Get Fit on YouTube. We have a whole array, and plus it's our whole catalog of other shows. And if it's something you're interested in joining me in getting healthy and fit with Team Beachbody and join the Jones and Get Fit team, if you're jonesing to get fit, check out jonesandtogetfit.com. All right, we're going to get in today's show. As you noticed in the comments, today we are cooking. We are going to make a cauliflower mash, right? So basically, instead of those, I'll tell you right now, one of my favorite dishes at holiday times, my wife will agree, is mashed potatoes. Oh my gosh, it's heaven. I love it. I drool when I think about it. So good. Well, today, instead of making that carb-rich, that are delicious and tasty mashed potatoes, we're going to do a healthier option. So instead of that, we are going to make a cauliflower mash. Now, if you watch any healthy cooking shows or you like things on Facebook, right, you've seen those ads pop up about cauliflower pizza crust and cauliflower tater tots. I mean, it's like one of these universal ones that work really well for potatoes, this cauliflowers. I know it's not everybody's favorite, but you can make it different ways, season it different ways to make it right for you. So today's cauliflower mash, here's what we're going to do. Really basic. You take one head, about 2 pounds worth of cauliflower, one head, and you divide it up into these chunks, right? So all I did, and we bring it over here to you, is I cut around the center, right, and made it into those big head parts, right, to split it up into smaller ones. And now, to help it cook faster, I'm just going to slice it up. Hey Jeff, thanks. I'm loving the hoodie, right? It's pretty awesome. It is cold weather up here in Wisconsin. Winter has finally decided to hit, not necessarily on the calendar per se, but weather-wise, it has. Past couple weeks, it's been in the low, or it's been in the 20s and teens. Nothing too bad for Wisconsin folks. But today was a beautiful and wonderful balmy high of 10 degrees. 10, and I don't think it even reached that. I think it reached a high of 8. I think today is really what it hit. So that is always interesting, always fun time here. The best part is it's going to be like this the next 2 days. Then it warms up a little bit. Lucky us, we get into some teens, 18, 15 degree weather. Sunday, get this, our high on Sunday, it'll blow your freaking mind. On Sunday, it's going to be a high of -2. That's like a 2 with a minus sign before. What is going on? I don't like it. It's a little too cold. I'm okay with like 0 and up. 10 degrees up is better. But yeah, crazy. Plus we're supposed to get 6 inches of snow. Love snow, love it. I'm ready for it. I'm cool. Let's bring it. Let's have it. But -2, not so sure about. All right, I'll speed up my chopping here. I'm chatting a little much, getting distracted. All I'm doing is I'm chopping it up. I'm not having to make it look pretty. You don't have to worry about it being, oh look, it's in these beautiful trees. Doesn't matter, folks, because after we bake it, we're going to grind it up in our food processor. Now I use my Ninja for that. You've noticed in some of the recipes, soups I've made, I've used a blender, right? That makes a really good soup. But since we want, something a little bit, coarser, like mashed potato consistency, you're gonna want that food processor instead. And I was talking with my wife beforehand and saying, maybe we could use our KitchenAid, right? One of those mixers. Nice thought. I thought, oh, that could be helpful, right? That could be easier, except for the fact that you still have to cut this up, right? You still have to be able to cut it, and instead of just like whipping or blending it up, it won't come out quite as soft as mashed potatoes when you're done roasting it. All right, almost done here. I'm talking a lot. I apologize. I'm a talker today. Perfect, one more little head, there we go. So the only ingredients you need, I know I usually show you ingredients before and I didn't today because there's so few. All you really need is the cauliflower, you need some oil, and your seasonings, right? So I'm gonna use garlic, a little black powder, and I'm gonna add just a little bit of oregano and parsley to it right towards the end. But that's it. Okay, I have a cookie sheet. So you have your cookie sheet, you're set, you're placing all the cauliflower on it. Beautiful. I like the cookie sheets, obviously, with the, I remember, at least when I was younger, we had the cookie sheets that didn't have the edges on it. You want one with edges, because look at that, see? See if I can shove that front light here so you can see a little better. There we go. And now you can see it better yet. Oh yeah, look at that. Boom! Alright, so you have that. Now you're going to sprinkle some oil on it. If you have spray oil, I would avoid canola. You go for like what I have here is a grapeseed oil. I'll show you. Grapeseed oil. This would work great. Coconut oil in that spray can, that would work well too. So you don't want to go crazy, and I pour a little fast, so I'm not a huge fan of doing it like this, but oh, there we go. There we go. Spraying works too, that way you're not using up as much. I'm going to turn that light back on so you can see my face a little bit easier. I know it's scary for most of you, and I apologize to scare, hide your children from this video. Scare with my horrible, scary face, like mangled. Or not, but up to you. So now I'm just spinning the broccoli, trying to get it all soaked up, or all, all the oil all around it, all that good stuff. And I'm spreading out evenly in the pan. So it's nice and even, just like I showed you that first time. Rinsing off the hands. Oh. Okay, boom. So now we got that. Now all we're going to do is put in garlic powder. I have just basic garlic powder. If you wanted to, one idea I had, if you don't have garlic powder but you have garlic clove and oil, you could heat up the oil in a pan with minced up garlic. Just a little bit until you really start getting that aroma of the garlic in there. In the oil, you're set to go, and then just pour that on it instead. That would work as well if you don't have garlic powder. And then I'm taking black pepper, same idea, just a little bit of black pepper all around. Cool. So that's that. Now we have, that's all this recipe calls for. It's off the Beachbody blog. So this is 21-day fix approved. A quarter cup of this is going to be one vegetable. Not even a carb. One vegetable and like 1 teaspoon, half a teaspoon, something like that. So not too bad. It depends on oil. So you can really zest this up. If you like a spicier one, you can add that seasoning. If you want a little bit more Cajun style, add that seasoning. You can make this any way you want it. It's really customizable, which is awesome about cauliflower. We're going to add some oregano. This is all homegrown and dried stuff. So remember, if it's homegrown and fresh, you don't need as much because it's going to be even more potent than the dried stuff you get in the store. We're just going to sprinkle a little bit of that on. This bag is going to last me way too long. I got to find more recipes for it. All right. So as you're making this, you preheated your oven. I forgot to mention that because I'm a slacker today. Got to preheat your oven to 400 degrees and get that thing rock and rolling. So I already did that beforehand. We have our beautiful cauliflower in here, right? Look at that. You can see the oregano on it. We got black pepper, there's oil. You can put a little salt on there if you wish. I'm gonna wait on that, but you can do that. And then you slip it in the oven. All right, you put it in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes, somewhere right in there. It takes a long time. You do have to plan ahead for this one because it takes a time. The prepping is easy. Getting that set, piece of cake, right? Nothing to it. It's just the time in the oven. So 40, 45 minutes, boom, you're set to go. Luckily, because I wasn't a slacker at this point, I thought ahead, and we could snap our fingers like this and go, bam. It's like abracadabra, like, bam, fool, what up, sucker? And look, it's been 40, 45 minutes. You didn't even know time flew by that fast. And holy cow, look, they shrunk. Or it's just a smaller head that time. That's okay. So these roasted for 40, 45 minutes. How long was it? 42 minutes that these things were roasting in the oven for. And take them out, put them on hot pans here. Don't burn up your counters. Don't touch it with your bare hands unless you're crazy. and don't sue me if you do that, please. I really don't like a lawsuit. All right, so I have my Ninja food processor all set here. Got the cool blades and all that, right? Loving it. Love this thing. Grabbing a spatula. I wasn't a thinker and didn't think beforehand of grabbing it. We'll put our knife over here, put our knife over here, turn the blades away so no one dies. Not dying is a beautiful thing. So all you're gonna do is you're gonna put it in the food processor. Like so. Signaling along is totally optional. Up to you. I highly suggest it. It's a fun way to pass the time, really annoy the kids, the family. Right, Katie?
Right.
Yep, see, I get to know her. I don't know if you heard her, but she said yes. She did. You know, maybe be smarter than I am and grab one that doesn't have slots in it. Look at all these tips you are getting from me today. Like, so many crazy, fantastic tips. Like, hey, grab a spatula beforehand. Good thought, right? And then, hey, how about grabbing a spatula that doesn't have, like, holes or slits in it? Other great idea. All these tips. Okay, there's one more ingredient I forgot because, again, I'm a slacker, to tell you about. I haven't. And that is, you are going to need some chicken broth. Now, you only need like 2 tablespoons. I don't have chicken broth on hand. Well, it's frozen, and I didn't defrost it. So if you don't want to use chicken broth, that's fine. I have vegetable broth on hand, anything like that. So you don't need too much, right? You could honestly probably use milk or something like that as well, if you really wanted to, or you could avoid milk, almond milk, stuff like that. We just have vegetable stock. That's all we're doing. It's a low sodium version of it, as best as we can. So I'm just going to put a little bit in. You know, we're going to pretend that was about a tablespoon and a half. You're only going to need like 1 to 2. So we should be good. And then you do this. And then you check it. Like, oh look, it's kind of like mashed potatoes, but a little grainier. I like mine a little smoother. Check it. Wow, really cool. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's so grainy. Almost there. Oh, come on. Come on. Work! Really? We got it, don't worry. Beautiful. Okay, so now we're mixing it all up, getting it all set. We're just putting it in here. A spatula, good choice again, right? Like one of those ones with soft edges. Cool. We got just a hair more. It's getting a little grainier here. I'll show you what it looks like, actually. I'll show you. Excuse me. So you can kind of see inside it, right? Boom. Just add a little bit more. Beautiful. We have a couple of things of cauliflower left here. I chopped this one up a little smaller too. That's probably one reason why it didn't look so big. Perfect. Awesome. And now we're just gonna whip it up again in our food process. We're gonna process this kind of cauliflower here. Maybe. There we go. Cool, we're just trying to get it going, chopping it all up here, make it a happy family. We're doing good. We're cooking. Whoa, dude, don't pull it up until it's done. Be smarter than I am, folks. Okay. So there we go. There is this. Let me get it out here and I'll show you what it looks like. We have, again, I was thinking, I'd have this stuff ready, but I wasn't thinking. Damn. So here's what we have. Take this out, and here is our mashed cauliflower. So I'll show you here. Now you can get this any consistency, I could talk really, you like, right? By just adding more broth to it, less broth, and play around with it. But I'll show you, like, see, look at that. You can see the consistency. It's very, you know, not congealing, it's sticking really nicely. And let's see, how does it taste? How does cauliflower mash taste? I'll tell you, it does not taste like straight cauliflower, which is a plus, so that's good. It has that nice garlic flavor to it. It's not mashed potatoes, you know it's not mashed, but it's pretty darn close. And you know what can help? In all honesty, we're gonna add a little bit of parsley, to it. And then just sprinkle a little parsley, dried parsley, beautiful. do that, maybe a little bit of salt, and then you can add some cheese to it. Cheese you're choosing, whether it's cheddar or Colby or mozzarella, any little bit of cheese, just a little bit, can help it out. Remember, cheese is a seasoning. It's not a whole ingredient. It's just a seasoning. You add a little bit to it. If you're following 21-day fix plan, that's going to change what containers you have for this one, depending how much you put in it. So just be careful of that. That is cauliflower mash. That's it. Simple as that. You know, you're not going to pass, I'll be perfectly honest, you're not going to pass it off as, hey, I brought mashed potatoes. Hey, check this out. It's not going to fly. But you tell them it's cauliflower mash and just say, hey, just keep an open mind, try it and see. And you'll be surprised how many people will like it. It tastes close to mashed potatoes, right? It still has a little bit, you know, you can tell it's a vegetable of some type, but it's really, really tasty. I think with the cheese in there, maybe a pinch of salt, you are golden and set to rock and roll. So there you go. There is a healthy recipe you could take to your next holiday gathering, your next dinner that you have, whether you're cooking it or you're bringing it someplace. Check out this cauliflower mash. And if you like these kind of things, if you like seeing these recipes and cooking shows and wanting to learn more, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you like Jonesin to Get Fit. And please, I beg you, share this video. Share it with your friends, your family, post it on your wall, put it on Twitter, Instagram, right? Take a picture of a screenshot and share it on there or something like that. And tag me in it. I love it if you could do that for me. So thank you so much for watching, and if you want to get healthy and fit, if you're jonesing to get healthy, you want me to be your coach, I know it's backwards, but you get the idea. If you want me to be your coach and you're jonesing, hit me up, message me, comment below, or check out Jonesin to Get Fit. I have a special deal going on just for kayak anglers and people who like the outdoors. Starting January 2nd, we have 3 weeks, 21 days. You can commit 21 days, just 3 weeks, $15. I'll help you get fit. You're working out at home, I'm helping you get healthy and fit with workouts, with meal plans and things like that. You'll be stuffed, you'll be full. If that's something that interests you, hit me up. I'd love to help you out. Check out, just message me, right? Comment, anything like that will get you all hooked up. Otherwise, check out jonesandgetfit.com for more. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a great night. Enjoy it, and keep jonesing to get fit. Boom!